Hey everyone, we're gonna be seeing the truth on what's really going on. Everyone is going batshit crazy about these Epstein files, but I feel like there's more to it than what we're seeing or even know. So we're gonna get to the bottom of this and get as many details as we can. I'm kind of scared to post this because last time I was doing world predictions, they shadow banned me. None of my videos were showing up on TikTok anymore. I predicted a school shooting. I predicted many of things worldwide that have happened, and they started shadow banning me. So my videos weren't going viral anymore. And also, I kept getting messages about being watched by the government after doing that. But you know, in case this video gets taken down or something, maybe somebody wants to record it or write down what I'm saying. Okay. So I'm talking about the truth of America in this, but truth of other countries may come out. Alright? Just the truth of overall kind of worldwide what's going on. America's gonna be a big thing that's coming out of here. I have a huge feeling this could either be a distraction or something's off about it. So we're gonna get to the bottom of it. If you're new here, hi, I'm Amy. I'm a psychic here on YouTube. Let's get on into it. I was trying to do a personal reading and I couldn't even concentrate because I just felt like I had to do a reading. Thank you for recording. Yesterday I saw you in my dream. You did a reading. You were saying if you were puzzled about some or doubting something, I want to give you clarity. I'm usually in a lot of people's dreams. It's interesting what I'm doing in the astral. I think I do more in the astral world for people than I do in the physical. Alright, let me tap in for a second. I might get spiritual attacks during this. I need to cover my head now that I think about it. When you ever do readings like this, you need to cover your head. You need to do protection. I asked Bastet to come through because why? She protects children. She will give me the answers. Okay, Bastet. Ra. We want Ra to come through as well. And of course my spirit team. What's the truth on what's going on with these Epstein files, what's the truth on it all? I don't know how you want to start the reading, but start off with the Hierophant in reverse. So, as I said, there's still a lot that's hidden. The moon is here. Still a lot that we don't know. This is just creating more confusion for the collective. That's part of the plan here. Okay, what else? Lack of long-term vision, limited success or rewards, work without results, and it also says distractions. So the big thing that's coming out here is that this is a distraction for something much bigger. This is a plan for something else. These files being released are a plan for something else, something much bigger. So that we don't discover other things that are happening. Everyone's newsfeed is stuck on this, right? Because something really big is happening spiritually. Other plans are starting to fail of theirs. Why? Because a lot of people are waking up. A lot of people are waking up to spirituality. They're not following religion as much. People are stepping into finding God within. Meditation, nature, learning their own psychic abilities, their own disabilities in general. So let me ask this. Is Epstein dead? Is he alive? Hold on, let me ask it like this. We gotta pick one, right? Spirit, is Epstein still alive? Is Epstein still alive? Something weird has happened. Yes, they say he was active on Fortnite. But it's something weird about it. It almost feels like that Epstein has, like, and I don't know when at one point, but I literally hear cloned. Like, I don't know at what point Epstein was cloned. I don't know if this was before he died, if this was after he died. So we need more information. We need a lot more information on this. Was Epstein cloned before he died? Yes. So hold on, is there more than one Epstein running around because of the cloning? Yes. Which makes sense because there has been proof that he has been saying he wanted his DNA inside of people. He wanted to put his DNA inside of people. And he was planning on doing that through vaccines. So there is more than one Epstein. Oh my god, did you guys just... You guys, my video just fucking looked so weird. It blacked out twice and then it came back. I don't know if something is happening. I don't know. I hope they don't crash my video down. That's why I went live. Another reason, right? But there's several clones of Epstein. You kill one, there's another one. You kill that one, there's another one. There's multiple clones of him. Is the one that died a clone? The one that supposedly was dead, was that a clone? Yes. That was a clone of him. So people that witnessed him dying or whatever, they seen clone him dead. Whew. Okay, I feel a little dizzy. Alright, who are they working with? What spiritual creature is involved? The seas are going to start getting crazy. We're going to hear a lot about floods happening, tsunamis happening. They're going to be messing with the waters. I don't know what the point of them messing with the waters is. We'll get into that. You guys won't believe what this card's saying. Teaches natural and planetary sciences. lights corpse lights above graves and moves bodies so the souls may be stolen. Do you see how, like, that's a skin suit on this card? They're putting their consciousness as well inside of other people. So not just cloning is happening, but also people's consciousnesses are going inside of other people's bodies. Because eventually people may catch on to the cloning. But if their consciousness is inside a total different race, body, and person of a different age, that will be harder to suspect. You know, the clones are throwing people off, but then we have this happening. And this isn't even just talking about Epstein. This is talking about high up people that are even above him. And they're having their memory too. So it's not just their consciousness, but their consciousness is remembering. And they don't even feel like, they don't feel death, right? It's like they're literally moving their life from one body to the next so that they can kind of live forever. This is what's been going on. This being is causes murder and bloodshed, tells of things to come, causes the love of friends or enemies, can make one visible. So regardless, there's people that can see through this, right? There's people that can see through what's happening. So this is like a scientific shape-shifting. This isn't shape-shifting like in the spiritual sense, how beings in other dimensions can do. This is, they're shape-shifting through using some form of technology to move the consciousness and the soul from one body to another without experiencing death. All their memories and everything come along with them as well. And again, I'm not just talking about Epstein. I'm talking about way higher up people. See, this has to do with science. Makes one cunning in liberal sciences, gives true answers on divine and secret things, able to turn others into different forms and convince them that the change is real. Then we have boon. Makes one rich, smart, and well-spoken, gathers spirits at tombs, and changes the places of the dead. That's kind of what we were just talking about. It's just confirming what I was saying. We're going to pull one more from here, and we're going to pull channeled messages. So this motherfucker gives all worldly power and treasures, makes one rich quickly. Teaches astronomy, so some of this could be astronomy. Some of these people are astronomers. Big, high up scientists that are working for these people. And these places are not easy to find where these scientists are working. This isn't like you can go to NASA and find these people. No, this is like some underground shit. This is like some scientists, like, they would be hard to find. So now this is making me think of CERN, because CERN is doing some weird shit, right? CERN is a location, yeah, but CERN is not the main place where this shit is happening. It may start out CERN, But then CERN may go underground and go into another state, another town, another just place in general. So CERN is not the start of this, is what I'm hearing. It goes underground really far away, miles away, so that we're focused on that place, but it's happening somewhere else. I wish I had a map so I could figure out where. What they don't know is people are going to start dying in CERN. These scientists are going to start dying as well. And then what? We're going to get to the main stories, right? But this is saying on the bottom here, it says, he can kill the master, the servant, and all assistants. So who is that? So who is that, you know? Who is that? Is this a being? Is this a being? Is this a person? Is this a human? Is this a spiritual being that you're talking about? The devil. The devil card came out. Moloch. Makes one worse off than ever before. Tricks mortals into being bound. Accepts child sacrifice. So this is an entity. And the entity is tricking people. Confusing people, confusing scientists. We need more information on that. We need more information on that. What does it say here on the bottom? Maybe it gives me some information. Why are people working with this entity then? Good friend. So this entity has tricked mankind. Even. That's the sad part about this. How could you be so heartless? Yeah, we know this thing's heartless. Yeah, this thing is playing both sides. It's promising people that it's a good being. If you do this, I'll do this. I'll help you with this. Not knowing that there's something evil going on. So these people involved, these scientists, are losing their mind. These assistants are losing their mind. Anyone involved is losing their mind and not thinking right. Okay. Deal with the devil. They already made the deal. They already made the deal with this entity that we would know as the devil. Some people call it Baal. Some people may call it Moloch. We have it here. Because this thing presents itself as a person, is what Spirit just said. This entity presents itself as a person, a powerful person, a kind person. I don't think it's Epstein, though. I don't think it's Epstein. Epstein is a distraction from who is really in charge of all this shit. I don't want to say he's been framed because I think he had something involved, but it kind of is a frame because there's somebody else way more involved. I'm trying to think of what to ask to figure this shit out. Is this Epstein? I don't think it is. I just don't think it is. Is this Moloch being that you're referring to? No, it's not. See, my intuition was right on that. It's not Epstein. Okay, can you tell me, is it male? Are they male? Yes, they are male. They may be in the politician, some government type of thing. They seem like they'd be a fair person. The thing is, they look like a person. They are not a person. They're letting some entity either live through them, or they just, again, look like a person and they're not. Like, I know that's a lot for some people to, like, believe. They're very high up. They're in the justice system. They're leaving, though. The person that's actually in charge of all of this stuff with the children and all of that, they're leaving. They're fleeing. See, that's about leaving home and traveling. They're going somewhere else. So this shit was to distract them so they could run. Blame Epstein, who everyone thinks is dead anyway. My video keeps doing some weird shit where it keeps like pausing. They're gonna go in a new career field. So what they're doing is they're gonna create something new. Hold on. We need some. May of plastic. This person's not even famous like that, if I'm being honest with you. Down low, they're not like someone we would know like that. They're so undercover, but like powerful people know them, but us people don't. Oh, that came out once again. Can you explain who this person is? At least give us some descriptions. At least give us some. I mean, there's a lot of people involved. I'm telling you, this person's bisexual. There's a lot of people involved with them. But obviously there's a ringleader, and that's who we're picking up on right now. This ringleader person is who we're picking up on. Spooky. Okay, yeah, we know it's spooky. This person likes to party. They like to throw these parties as well. Their age range is from 33 to 43 years old. So they're not super old. They're also involved with child services like DCF. I don't know what you guys call it in other states. CCF or something. I think some of you call it in other places. So some children we may discover are going missing in DCF. You know, when DCF takes children from the home, says that the parents are misfit, those kids are going to start going missing, or they've already been, but we're going to start hearing about it on the news. Wow, SM. Okay. How can we get more information on this freaking person? Yes, pizza is a code. Was a code. There's gonna be a new one now. People already caught on to that. We're in like last season with what came out. So much more shit is going on now. Yeah, they're involved with these child services and I don't trust DCF right now. I do not trust child services. I do not trust the foster care. Because there is somebody in that is involved. Somebody needs to look it up. Who's in charge of DCF or child services, foster care? These are people we need to be looking at, I think. This may be people that weren't even on those files, but they are involved. Is that okay? Give me a yes or no. Is these people that are in charge of child care, child services, they come off as healers, like they're trying to help kids. Even I'm hearing Spirit just said even kids that have cancer. Kids that have like illnesses and cancer, they're in charge of big things to help them, you know, what do you call it? Charities. These are the names we need to be looking at, is these people, because they're not even on that list. But they have a big part to play in this weird shit going on with children. They're literally right in front of us. We don't even see it. They have something to do with some of the missing children. So are they just picking and choosing what missing child? It's gonna get worse, okay? Because what I feel like is also gonna happen is if children start getting taken away from the home, let's say their parents were on drugs or something, or that's what the claim was, they may even clone the child to make people think they're getting their child back when their child is actually being kidnapped. Okay, so where our focus needs to be is on those people who help kids with cancer, make those charities. and child services leaders and people like that. What else can you tell us? This person, maybe if one of these people is a fire sign. They do a lot of mirror magic as well, mirroring each other. Mirror magic, scrying, and things like that. Okay, so what I'm getting is that this was a distraction so we don't start looking at that. What I just mentioned. Child services, kids with cancer, people in control of that, because some of these children are going to go missing or already have been or unrightfully taken from the homes. We're going to start seeing a lot, if we pay attention, about stuff like that happening, because it's not going to be in our news feed. It's not going to be on the news. We have to go out of our way to look this stuff up. Because think about it, our news feeds are flooded with this right now, so that we're not actually seeing what's really happening. It's not going to be on the news. It's not going to be in our news feeds. We have to go out of our way to look up where I'm telling you. And it seems like it's helping kids, right? DCF, they seem like they're helping kids. Child services, foster cares, charities for sick children, seems like they're helping kids. That's also like a facade. Okay, so I kind of want to get a little bit on these celebrities before I end the video. I'm trying to think of how to ask this question, basically. Okay, I want to know, so is this main powerful person that you're telling me about, that's not really a person spirit, are they directly in like a CEO ownership position of these child services or child care things? Yes or no? So it shows that they are. So they may be some type of owner or CEO of a charity or a foster care, a child service, something like that. So they come off good. But what the fuck is the point of CERN? That's what I'm trying to figure out. How is this connected? What is CERN and places like that really doing? We know CERN's not really where it is. We already know that all the assistants and scientists are going crazy. So, that person was distracting me, so I had to mute them. So, what was I just asking, guys? That person came in as like a little monitoring spirit. I don't like that. They threw me off track. Okay, so what is CERN doing? That's what I was asking, right? What is the whole point of CERN? The whole point of CERN is to collide worlds. Dimensions, I should say. Worlds, dimensions. That's what CERN is doing. So why? But why? Why does CERN want to collide dimensions? Basically trying to put us in the upside down. Sounds like basically when that happens, there's no protection spiritually for us. Because if worlds are completely collided, I mean, they have to, other spiritual beings, demons, all those beings that we don't even know of, they have to follow rules a lot of time. There's laws, they can't touch us, we can't see them fully, they sometimes probably can't even see us fully. Something is breaking in the spirit realm is what this is kind of what's happening and what they're trying to do. But this is something long term. It's not obviously going to be something overnight that can just happen like that. This is going to take a while. You can't do it all at once, or it'll be like another Big Bang Theory, is what I just heard. It has to happen slowly. So that's what it is they're colliding worlds. The spirit realm with this world. I'm trying to understand why. Like, I'm processing right now. Why they would want the spirit realm with this world. Damn it, Spirit. Spirit told me to look within. Does it all have to... Okay, this may all go back to that powerful being that's not really a person, but they look like a person, or whatever, you know, that we were talking about. That Spirit was saying would be considered the devil, or Moloch, or Baal. Then that being will have real power here, besides power of money and success. They'll have actual, like, real spiritual powers where they can do some psychically in tune shit, if that happens, as well as have their workers. Is it their workers or their family? I don't know if I want to call it their workers. I guess that's the best word for it. They're flying monkeys is how a lot of people might know what I'm trying to say. It's a long video, isn't it? And you know it's a bad guy. And wow, it also says evil concert. So you guys need to chill out going to concerts right now, because a lot of summoning or just weird shit may be happening at concerts, especially with rap and pop and because if you notice, these concerts may be on certain moon cycles, certain astrology things, you know. As a way of siphoning people's energy and kind of making them go crazy, or letting things get attached to people at concerts, right? Like summoning spirits so that these spirits can attach to people at their concerts. That includes music festivals. So this is all tied in with a lot of weird other shit. So a lot of people are going to be diagnosed with schizophrenia. They're not actually schizophrenic. It's the worlds are colliding and these people are spiritually sensitive. And there's these beings attacking them. Especially my light workers, you really need to do protection like a lot. You need to meditate, you need to ground. Don't do readings without doing protection first, you know, don't astral travel without doing protection first, all that stuff. Is there any last words you have to say? I feel like I'm missing some information, but like it's not coming to my mind. Yeah, Spirit is saying evil concerts, stay away from them. So you guys need to stay away from concerts and music festivals. Some weird shit is going on. So these celebrities are in charge of summoning and releasing spirits to other people, turning them schizophrenic. Okay. So these celebrities, and now it's making me think the whole term they sold their soul. You know, if they just have no control over what they're doing, they're like puppets. So yeah, what's up with these celebrities? A lot of these celebrities, man, they're really at war. They are really at war. They're being abused. If they're actually real people, they're being abused. They're being forced to do things. Every celebrity is different, right? Some celebrities are being abused and being forced to do things, while other celebrities are falling out. They're stepping down from being famous. They're going to choose to be independently famous or work normal jobs. Those are the ones that are the good ones. Queen Herbie may be an example of that. That's what she did. I don't even know if she knew anything about Pizzagate or any of that, but she did know the industry was fucked. What's up with some other celebrities? Let's get on into it. And some of them, yeah, they're overburnt. They're stressed out. They're having to do shit all the time that they don't want to do. Is there any celebrities that do have power? That do have some power where they're speaking to us in code or anything like that? They're speaking to us spiritually, not directly. That's about intuition. Those, it's a female one. Who is it? She not came out yet. Says new ideas. Watch out for these celebrities that switch up how they speak. That's what you need to watch for, because they're speaking in code, or they're trying to let us know something without letting us know something. Because if they're too obvious, like, they'll die. So if they don't step down, that's the other scenario of the good ones. Now, how about the bad ones? What's up with them? So were there any that were directly involved in these children things? They had unpaid debts. They owed power and domination. They had power over them. So they were forced to attend some of these things. Doesn't mean they like what they saw, but they had to be there. They owed. Yeah, they're being controlled to be there, some of them. Was there any that wanted to be there? Was there any that wanted to be there without being controlled? Yeah, there was. See, that's what gets confusing. You don't know who's genuine and you don't know who's stuck. But I just told you, you can tell who's genuine because they start speaking or acting differently. They're forced to do it. And they might be acting differently because they're doing it in code, or because they're literally, like, their memory's getting erased or something. And also, other people, like other actors, are being hired to be these celebrities because these celebrities are stepping down and they're not agreeing to do what they're supposed to do. Were any celebrities killed and replaced with an actor? Were any celebrities killed? Yes. There were celebrities that were killed and replaced with actors as well. Because the world just wasn't ready for them to go. It would have been too obvious, so they hired actors to make it look like they're still here. Which could also be why they're acting or speaking differently too. You see how this gets so confusing? Oh my god. I keep hearing a Britney Spears song, so I feel like Britney Spears is one of these people, unfortunately. Is Britney Spears alive? The real Britney Spears. She is alive. Okay, I had to check that. Has the real Britney Spears stepped down? Yep, she stepped down. I'm trying to think of any other celebrities that have been acting weird. Is Cardi B involved? I just want to know. Oh, Cardi B's involved. Is she being controlled? Yeah, she's being controlled. What else should I ask, guys? I'm trying to tie it all in. how do we know who's the bad celebrities? How about that, Spirit? How do we know who's the bad celebrities to stay away from, to not watch? You don't. That's the sad part. You don't. The moon card. You have to follow your intuition. Is there any hints that we can see? No, there's not even any hints that we can see. Wow, I hate that. I really hate that. Because it's like we don't know who to trust or what to believe. How about, who's some other celebrities? Katy Perry? Is she involved? Oh yeah, she's involved. Is she being controlled? Katy Perry is not being controlled. She's willingly doing it. She is willingly involved in this without being controlled. She has a lot of power. Don't know how. She must be related to someone with power before she was even a celebrity. Some of these celebrities are faking their death, I just heard as well. Because they're trying to get the hell out. They don't want nothing involved. These one-hit wonders as well. Unfortunately, Katie's a big one involved. Was Michael Jackson involved? Kinda, but not really. Kinda, but not in the way we would think. Is he being controlled? Yes. Michael was being controlled to an extent. But he was, I feel like he wasn't all the way on their side, because it's not a deliberate yes that he was involved. Okay, who else do we have? Doja Cat. I just want to ask about some main celebrities in America, you know. It's Doja Cat. Doja Cat's involved. Is she being controlled to be involved? Yes, she's being controlled. Who else can we ask? Ariana Grande. Is she involved? Is Ariana Grande involved? Kinda, but not really. Also like Michael, right? She being controlled? Hell yes. Hell to the yes. She's being controlled, but she's also not, she's not into it, I don't think. Somebody wants to know about Billie Eilish. Is Billie Eilish involved? Yep. Is she being controlled? Is she being forced to be involved? Is she being forced to be involved? No, unfortunately. No matter how she may seem, she could be making it seem like she's on our side. Some of these celebrities are going to make it seem like they're on our side. And they're not involved, like they're trying to help collective, and it's a front. Who else do we have? I'm trying to think. Is Juice WRLD dead? Because Juice WRLD, you know, he said he died. Is Juice WRLD actually dead? Yep. Is Chappell Roan involved with this weird shit? No, Chappell Roan is not involved. But we need to watch out for her because she could be in danger. Is Chappell Roan in danger? Yes, Chappell Roan is in danger. So we need to keep a close eye on her. Is Sabrina Carpenter involved in this weird child shit? Sabrina Carpenter involved. Yes. Is she being controlled? Is she being controlled? No. Unfortunately. How about Beyonce? Beyonce involved? Surprisingly, no. Because how many things have pointed to Beyonce, right? Maybe people are targeting Beyonce for some reason. So Beyonce's not involved. What the fuck? That one surprised me, even. Is Jay-Z involved? Yes, but Jay-Z's involved. So something is going on with... I'm so confused. How is Jay-Z involved but not Beyonce? See, he loves her, so he's protecting her. He has some type of power, but she's not involved directly. Does she know what's going on? She does know. And how does Beyonce feel about Jay-Z being involved in that? She wants to leave him. She wants to leave him. For some reason, she can't. Dang, poor Beyonce. I honestly wouldn't expect that. I would have thought Beyonce would be a main one. I'm kind of stunned on that one. I don't even know what to say. I feel like Beyonce's trapped with Jay-Z, but he lets her not be involved in that weird shit, at least because he loves her. So it's like Jay-Z's involved, but also protecting Beyonce, so she doesn't have to be involved. It's super weird dynamic there. How about the Kardashians? The Kardashians involved in this weird shit. Yes. But they were involved since they were children or like teenagers, I would say. Are they being controlled? Are they being controlled to be involved? No, they're not being controlled to be involved. Quoted, somebody else said somebody, right? Olivia Rodrigo. She involved? No. Okay, how about Dolly Parton? Dolly Parton involved in this weird shit with the children and everything? No, Dolly Parton is not involved. I always liked Dolly, so that's fantastic to hear. How about Jim Carrey? Jim Carrey? He knows something. He's not directly involved, though. Jim Carrey knows, and he's trying to speak out. Pay attention to Jim Carrey. He's a good one. He's a good one. I'm trying to think. Bad Bunny, because he was on the Super Bowl. Is he involved? Is Bad Bunny involved? Yes, he's involved in something. But Is he being controlled? Is he being controlled? No, he's bad. Bad Bunny is bad. We think he's good. He's making it seem like he's good in helping, especially Latin Americans. But there's something off about Bad Bunny. Maybe he's one of those people where the consciousness went inside of him. I don't know. Something's off, because why would the devil come out for him? Yeah, something's really, really off with him. That's very unfortunate. Let's ask about Drake. Is Drake involved? My video glitched again. It's so weird, it like blacked out. Yes, Drake is involved. Is he being controlled? Kinda. Kinda, but not fully. Nicki Minaj, is she involved? No. Wow. That's another surprising one, because her brother was supposedly a pedophile, right? So that's surprising that Nicki is not involved. Maybe they're trying to destroy her reputation like they destroyed Michael's. Because they were saying Michael was a pedophile before he died. Trying to frame it on him. So, is Nicki Minaj's brother actually for real a pedophile? Is he actually for real a pedophile? Nicki Minaj's brother? He actually is, though. Why would she protect him then? Why would Nicki protect him then? Does she still talk to her brother? Does Nicki talk to her brother? She does talk to her brother. That's so weird that you're not involved, but your brother somehow got something to do with something. That I'm not understanding that fully. Why would she help her brother? But her brother actually is weird, because we checked that. We checked to see. Come on. My video paused again. If she's not involved, why would she help her brother? Be blunt. Clear as day. He may be in charge of her finances somehow, or tied to something with her. Something. How about Lil Wayne? Is Lil Wayne involved? Are we back? Hello? Lil Wayne is not involved. We just checked. Lil Wayne is a good one. See, my video keeps fucking up. I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna have to get off of here soon. But we know who some other good ones are and some of the bad ones. Okay?